you decide you were keeping it all in one space, and what were you hearing from consumers who were getting to use these technologies for the first time?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I actually think the super app, the whole concept of super app might have been invented in China. I remember once a while ago, Western people coming to Asia looking at tech companies say, okay, it's filled with copycats, mutants, and funny originals. And I think when you're a good mutant, then you become your own kind of animal that caters in a hyper-localized way to your countries and the needs of the people. But I will say actually a great question, Sheila, and I think about the theme that you're trying to focus on today, to innovation and inclusion. I think the leadership at Grab, I wasn't there at the beginning, I only joined 4 years ago, is they started off with solving the mobility and safety situation. Then they realized, wow, the needs are huge in Southeast Asia. Most of these drivers, they don't have bank accounts. So if they want to drive with Grab, they need to open a bank account. Our executives actually had to go to banks and ask, will you open bank accounts for these guys who've never had one? A lot of them said no. And finally, when people say yes, and then they realize cars are unaffordable over there versus, in the West. How do we help these guys finance their vehicles so they can make a living? Then you start thinking about lending products. And then you think about how loan sharks actually prey on a lot of these unbanked people over there. A lot of us have lived in Asia, right? A lot of our helpers, from Philippines, from these countries, they work hard, but their savings go nowhere because it goes to paying off the interest to the loan sharks because they store their cash under their bed. So a lot of these problems surface as Grab developed the mobility platform business. And then to respond to the needs, the financial products came, the payment wallet came. And then when people started using payment wallet, then you have actually a credit proxy. People are on time with their payment. They're on time with getting paid. They're 5-star drivers. Then you can actually design fractionalized, piecemeal, affordable products for them so they can then go from the informal economy to the formal economy and start having their name on the map. And then now we actually have microinsurance services that we actually give as low as in Singapore 10 cents per trip for critical car insurance for driver partners. And over a 2-year period of time after it launched in 2019, 130 million microinsurance products were being transacted. We had drivers that over 5 months, because he paid over 1,500 trips, finally has so much record of his insurance that when he finally got cancer, when he filed a claim, he got it and he offsetted a lot of his hospital bills. It would never have happened before. And I think all of this journey is how we became a super app too, responding to the needs of food delivery, especially grocery delivery during the pandemic. We partner with Philippines government to make sure that farmers can list their products on the marketplace, and then we try to eliminate the middlemen, lower the distribution costs, and link the buyers to the sellers so that farmers can actually make more. We transacted over 100 tons of lychee in 5 days in Vietnam during the pandemic because there was such a pent-up demand for fruits, and the list just goes on. So I would say the super app strategy is, I wish they all say, oh, we had this foresight from God to do this. But actually, no, I think it's part of just responding to social needs, and you build a product that meets the actual needs of people, everyday people.
It's a trust element to it, right?
Yeah.
I do think that